What is up, guys? Young Black back with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed the last video where I showed you guys how to design a clothing brand in 2025. Now, I got a comment on my last video. I should have been posting this a little bit earlier, but today unfortunately I woke up late, so I'm recording the video now. And today's video is going to be on how to find a manufacturer for your clothing brand, or how to get your designs made by a manufacturer. And in this video, I'll be teaching you step by step how to find a manufacturer. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to really be designing anything, but I'm going to give you key points, and I'm going to show you exactly how I found my manufacturer and how I send my designs to my manufacturer and how I get them made and delivered to me. So the first step you're going to want to do is start off with a tech pack. Now, if you don't know what a tech pack is basically a technical diagram of your drawing for your design. So you have your t-shirt, and then you have all the specifications on your t-shirt design. You have the measurements on your t-shirt collar, you have the measurements on your arm length. But as far as it goes for measurements, you don't necessarily need measurements when it comes to simple t-shirt or hoodie designs. A lot of the times you can send them a standard US sizing chart that you can get off of Google. You know, a lot of hoodies that we wear on a daily basis are around the same size. You have small, medium, large, and extra large. Unless you have a really custom piece that you're making, then you can get more in-depth with the specifications on your measurements. But as far as it goes for your tech pack, the main things you will need is your design, the logos. You're going to make sure that you list your logos on the tech pack, the designs that you want on your garment. You list the colors that you want, and depending on if it's a bulk order or you're just getting a sample, you're going to list the sizes that you want. Now, these are going to be the main things that you need. And when you list color, please do not make a box, and don't make a square and then just color it. Please enter the color code of the exact color that you want. I personally made a mistake with my manufacturer with a beanie, and the color was a little bit off simply because of the fact that on my computer screen the color looked different, but maybe on the manufacturer screen the color changed. So you want to make sure that that color code is exactly the color that you want it to be. Once you have your tech pack made and your design ready, now it's about finding a manufacturer. And how do you find a manufacturer? Now, there's two main ways that people go about finding manufacturers. The first way is through Instagram. Nowadays, we have a lot of manufacturers messaging people through Instagram. We have a lot of manufacturers promoting around the clothing brand culture. And it's fairly easy to find a manufacturer on Instagram. The only issue with Instagram is that sometimes you may be scammed. And I personally have worked with multiple manufacturers who are legit and are verified, and you know, they're just great manufacturers. They make good clothing, they have a good deadline, and they will work with you on the design that you provide them with. So I'm gonna leave on my screen somewhere. So I'm gonna link my first manufacturer for you guys, which is Rufio Industries. They also work with a company called Roxanne Apparel. Now, these two work together on manufacturing clothing, and Roxanne Apparel specializes in the sample production, while Rufio Industries carries out the bulk manufacturing of things. I have been working with these guys for years now. I've been working with them since I was 17. I'm now 21. So therefore, I can show you that these guys are, Rufio Industries is a really good person. I recommend you work with him. I recommend you reach out to him. And I will also link other manufacturers down below in the description for you to contact. And simply just say, OTG Industry sent me, or Young Black sent me. You have my Instagram down below on social media. And if you do go to Rufio Industries, say that Young Black sent you, and you'll be all good to go. They do offer a lot of discounts for people who are on a budget. You know, sometimes you don't want to blow a bag because a lot of people are skeptical if on spending the money to put out their product, and they don't even know if it's gonna sell. So it's all in any business that you do, it is a gamble, and it's all about the process. It's all about growing and learning, and you're gonna make errors along the road, and it's all about correcting them and doing better. So for the second step on how to find a manufacturer, now this one is a lot more reliable and a lot more trusted source. Now this is Alibaba. When you go on Alibaba, you can find manufacturers for almost anything that you would like. Bags, packaging, keychains, almost anything that you would like. So any promotional items like pens, flyers, anything along those lines for your brand that you would like manufactured, you can find those through Alibaba. The difference between Instagram and Alibaba is that there's two main countries that specialize in manufacturing clothing when it comes to clothing brands, and it's Pakistan and it's China. I personally work with a lot of Pakistan manufacturers because they're more hands-on, and they tend to video call you more, and I wouldn't necessarily say understand English more, because on both sides you kind of have a language barrier sometimes, but on the China side, they more translate things more better. They understand the manufacturing process a lot on a more complex level, I would say. The Pakistan side, they understand the social media culture more. If you see on Instagram the way they advertise, so there's the pros and cons between both. If you look online, there's a lot of videos of people who have got manufactured clothing from Pakistan and China and compared it, and you can find videos like that on TikTok that would definitely help you on which route you want to go down. But one thing I will definitely say is that there are Pakistan manufacturers on Alibaba too. So it's your choice on which route you want to go down. I personally think both is good. I think China is a little bit more complex when it comes to designs, and they understand the job a lot more, but they also charge a lot more, and they also take longer to come from China compared to Pakistan. So again, the pros and cons. That doesn't mean that one Pakistan manufacturer can be good than a China manufacturer. So it's for you to decide. Alibaba is trusted because you have Trader's Assurance, which is basically Alibaba will refund you if anything goes wrong, and you have companies displaying their business license on their page, and it shows how many years they've been in business for. So it gives you that reassurance of who you're working with. Alibaba also has their own chat where you can chat to manufacturers. Alibaba also has their own chat where you can chat to manufacturers through their portal. You can send pictures, you can send PDF files through it, and it's a chat that's very, very easy to use, and it makes communicating with manufacturers a lot easier than I wouldn't say a lot easier than WhatsApp or Instagram, but definitely a lot easier than Instagram, because Instagram doesn't allow you to send PDF files. So when you talk to these manufacturers from Instagram, you have to forward it into WhatsApp for a better communication with them. So now that you found your manufacturer and you sent him your tech pack, your designs, some manufacturers can work without a tech pack, but I recommend using a tech pack because it leaves less room for errors. So now that you finally have your manufacturer to talk to, how do you go about payment? How do you go about getting your product finally made? For me, I'm a manufacturer ready. How do you get your product made? I strongly recommend getting a sample made before anything else. Get your sample made before you make a bulk purchase, simply because of the fact that you don't know if your product is going to come out perfect how you want it the first time. And samples do cost a lot more than bulk production because they have to take their time to focus on one small product when they have thousands and thousands of orders for bulk productions daily. So they have to spend their time to work on one file one design at a time, and that's the reason why they're going to charge you more for a sample. And you want to make sure you have your tech pack for your sample, and this is the reason why you have your tech pack, is because once you get that tech pack fully made on how you want it and you review it with the manufacturer, then your sample is ready for production. Now, how about payment? How do you pay a manufacturer without getting scammed? How do you pay a manufacturer without feeling weary? Now, again, the first thing you want to do is find a trusted manufacturer that you feel comfortable sending your money to. That is going to be the first thing. So once you have that manufacturer that you trust, you're going to make sure that you send half of the payment for the sample before production. And then you get updates from your manufacturer while it's being made. And once it's completed, right before it's shipped off to you, then you send the final payment. So that is how you pay your manufacturer. You pay half up front and half after the production is done. And then you get your products. Sometimes you may be hit with duty fees depending on, what they declare it as at customs here in Canada. I don't know why customs just likes to shit on you with duty fees, but sometimes that's how it goes. So you could ask your manufacturer to lower the cost of your product and make it say a lower price for you to lower the duties cost. And yeah, that could save you some shipping fees. I hope this video helped you a lot. I hope you were able to get an understanding on how exactly to take your designs to a manufacturer and exactly what a tech pack is and how to pay your manufacturer and that you need to get a sample. I hope all this information helped you guys. For those who are starting a clothing brand, thank you guys for your comments. Please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I will definitely be making more videos. The next video that I might make is going to be on how to make a tech pack, how to design your own tech pack. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.